run around.
I heard of it. I heard of a fiery breathing lizard
There was a fiery breathing
taking on
lizard.
a big boy, a
very
big-headed
big
boy.
And there's also a fox involved as well. So
Yeah.
2 animals and a little kid in the wrong era. Oh, I hear Sonic. So
All I know is that somebody got scorched in the beginning. In this, just starting off the tournament, one of the first games, scorched.
that was literally his first match.
Yes, round 1,
Yeah,
scorched.
out of there.
No other word. And I was watching. I actually got here when Texans was playing against Manny.
Manny.
Oh, that was
He was getting close.
that one deciding falling down air, and he just decide to run a little bit more forward than he should have. He's like, maybe he's a little bit farther than what they usually always do. No, he's always gonna be there. Just go for the up smash.
Yeah.
He didn't, and
The other thing too is he went for like the double jabs too, which I think the second jab like pops him away. So another issue that he had. I'm trying all types of shenanigans here.
all I know is that tonight has been a really heated up weekly. There's been powering up. I've been seeing people going up for the president of Kiki, and I just seen all the yelling. The yelling has been escalating because obviously this is not this is my ordinary state, and I can go further beyond. And that's how every time the escalating has come in here in the CFL.
Oh, it really has.
Like this is just my normal state. And well, we have a very decided, quite the usual matchup here in Florida, I would say, which is Sonic and Cloud.
Yeah, no, so Sonic Cloud is something we see pretty often.
Yeah.
Normally we see Ewok King Will.
Ewok King
bit.
Will. We
Yeah.
see Manny do fight a lot of clouds in his region as well.
Yeah.
Tampa known for quite the plethora of clouds, but I actually like Ewok for this set right now.
I mean, historically it has gone to Manny almost every single time. So we'll see if Ewok's made any adjustments to Manny as a player. I mean, Ewok knows the matchup, but the thing is, it's more can he outplay Manny? That's going to be the bigger question here. But
It's also a matter about like what kind of neutral exchanges they're going to be doing, because we all know that Manny is about the neutral exchanges. He's going to be taking a lot of good decisions here and there, and it's all a matter of like how Ewok's going to limit these where Manny wants to be. Most of the time, Manny likes to run across you, and then he really messes up his opponents by just running across, doing nothing, and sees how you react, and then uses that for later info to punish you. It's all that conditioning, that it all works by winning these neutral exchanges, and then after that, it's just a matter of edge guarding.
yeah. I mean, the main thing that Ewok's going to have to look for is, like, I don't think he's going to be getting nearly as many hits as neutral, but I'd say after 2 more confirms, he has to kill Manny. It's going to be the main way. Oh, you're
That's just dashing right into their hands right there.
literally.
Oh, nice tech. Very good. Ooh. Manny actually had read the ledge jump there, but, usually it's just a matter of timing and spacing that can really survive. One can survive with that stock, but that's going to be Dunsies for that stock. Winner's quarters already.
Yeah, no, not far.
We're going to have to say that we're quite happy with the amount of setups that we had today.
Yeah, we needed them. Everybody had to come through with that. And for people, too, so healthy amount of people entering.
Yeah,
people that ended up here.
I don't have a TV, but I had brought out my WiiU just in case somebody could, I told them, yes, I'm not going to enter a tournament. I'm going to be doing some other things, so you can take the discount. But they didn't need it. They had more than enough setups.
I would definitely, if you guys are ever going to tournaments, please make sure you bring out all your setups. And I just realized we have Manny at the magical % here right now. Not anymore.
Yeah, you're just cursing these things left and right, man.
That's kind of what naturally happens whenever I'm commentary. We haven't really had too many Diddy Kongs while I was on here. I don't think Dyer's made it on stream yet. I think it's only been Kiki. And then 8-Bit Man. That's it so far. But other than that, I think. And
then we're seeing here that good chunk of the. I like sometimes. So you know how some players, they tend to play better when they're in a current state. Some players do better when they're at a disadvantage because they're like, okay, I gotta really turn it up. The pressure forces them to play better.
No, that's definitely something that happens for sure. It's kind of like when you have homework due the next, like literally 2 hours from now, and then like you just, all of your adrenaline just rushes to you, and you're just like, you have to know everything that you do. Just some people work when they're forced to crunch.
And what I like about Ewok right now, he is struggling to finish up that KO, but in this particular stock, he hasn't been getting hit as much.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of adaptation that's going to definitely work for the continuation of this set.
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying like this game is currently over, but it's very hard for him to make a comeback at this percent currently how they're both playing. They're both playing at a slower pace. They're both taking just a couple of hits and then they reset to neutral.
Ooh.
So,
That's a wild option.
So, like taking a stock is good, but can we really rev it up right now?
Yeah.
Like, can he really just turn this game into a Devil May Cry game and just do a combo game? But nah.
Nah, just
he tried so hard.
Huh?
He tried so hard to pull out every stop to get back, but
yeah, no, it's like you can make a lot of mix-ups, but I actually do I really appreciate when Manny does that the spin while he's off trying to edge guard, because it puts your opponent up into a gamble. It's like, oh my god, do I attack? Do I air dodge?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that come with that spin dash. And most of the time, when people see that spin dash, they jump. And that's what Manny wants you to do.
Yeah. No, he definitely always looks for... He just tries to look for, like, the option that will just get him that win.
Yeah.
That W. He's always looking for that. He's looking at everything. But right now, actually moving it to Town and City. I'm trying to think of... The only thing I can really think is that maybe, like, Ewok's just going to want to kill off the top blast zone earlier. The other thing, too, is that we do have that FD transformation, which might feel like he has an easier time with Ewok man in that situation, but we'll see. Oh, he got lucky.
yeah, he got the fortunate side of the hitbox there.
Yeah.
But Manny in full control. And, I'm really seeing how Manny does like to play other fighting games as well. And you can really see how a lot of it translates, like how the space control and decision making, all that has really just, really created a great foundation, you know?
That all right there, that was like solid fundamentals throughout that entire thing. It's like, if there wasn't any like super exotic tech going on there, that was just knowing what your characters do and just knowing how to play around your opponent perfectly and respond to every single situation. Everybody that comes from like the traditional FGC background, they come into this game particularly, you can definitely see like their neutral game is just so on point. Like, Duffo's like the biggest sample I always like to bring up because like he's like our main. As far as I know, he's like the one that like really crosses over between the two. Like he's a huge fan of like MVC3, Street Fighter, and I know for a lot of local tournaments he would get like first pretty easily at a couple. But yeah, no, a really really successful little Mac player. Just you can just tell the hard reads that he makes, the spacing he does, is just all calculated so well. He's been able to secure a lot of good wins. Manny definitely doing the same here. He may not even get Ewok may not even get him to 50.
It's really tough. Considering like Cloud's best state is when he's having you approach him, but even then Sonic has like that really awkward approach that a lot of swordsmiths, if you don't have like Mark's attack that's like forward right in front of your face, it can be kind of awkward for the Cloud players to really like stuff Sonic's approach.
Yeah, it's like, Cloud's like frame data and hitbox sizes are completely ridiculous. But the thing is, the start up to them is a little bit longer than it is for somebody like Mars as well.
Right. And when it comes to a lot of things, as for example, a lot of people when they see a spin dash or they're expecting like a jump spin dash, they try to do that up. Ooh. That's all I gotta say. It's like, ooh, Manny, just two up airs like that.
Yeah, when Manny's on fire, he's actually insane.
But when it comes to that, a lot of the times, it's a lot of preemptive attacks that a lot of players like to do. For example, I put this lasting hitbox like up air. It's good, it has quite a big hitbox, and if Sonic tries to do the spin dash above it, you punish him, and that's where your game starts.
Yeah.
But Manny knows better. He decides always to stay on the ground,